Hello everyone, today I am going to be talking to you about the damage I believe DevaCurl has caused to my hair, and I first want to disclaim a little something. No, I'm not a curly girl, nor do I follow the curly girl method, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see, my hair does curl. Like, there is wave and there is curl. This is second-ish day hair, so the curls aren't really there so much, but as you can see, my hair naturally forms ringlets. I've always had this type of hair. It's a little bit harder to see in videos because a lot of it does get cut off, and although I haven't always embraced them ever since I was little, it was really hard to manage. It was really poofy. It got tangled really easily, so we just kind of, like, my mom and I just kind of didn't embrace it. So I never really fully developed any curls or anything. My cousins had curlier hair than I did, and then I learned just to like keep this as smooth and like nice looking as possible, like wavy, but not really like the curls that I have on the bottom, which form ringlets, and I believe my hair has the potential to be really curly. And sometimes I get into these phases where I wanted to see how naturally curly I can get it, and that's why I ended up buying some DevaCurl products. And then sometimes I'd be like, that's way too much work, I don't want to do it. And that's why it might be like, she's not a curly girl. Like, how did she experience what I believe is damage from DevaCurl? So I'm going to take you a little bit of a backstory of what happened with my hair the last couple of years. At the end of 2014, I sadly box dyed my hair what I believed was a caramel color, and I'm going to pop a picture up, and it was definitely orange, and I did not see it. And once I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I have to go to a professional and get this fixed. So between 2015 to 2017, between short little trims, like 2-3 inches, 3 inches is the most I would ever get myself between those years, and a lot of like color correcting, I was able to get my hair back to a good color, but it did have a lot of damage, obviously due to the processing, because it got dried out. And even before, I'd only use products, like heat styling products, 2 to 3 times a year, and I still do it to this day, where it's only like 2 or 3 times a year I'll put heat styling products, just because my hair was very damaged at that point. So it's kind of just like a habit that I've done. I only ever like curl it, or I might straighten it once a year for special occasions only, but on a daily basis I don't really do anything. And in 2018 I decided to do my first big chop, and I mean, not like big chop like up to like short stuff, but I definitely lost about 7 inches off my hair, and it does look not as much because I am showing you what my hair naturally was, but if you would have seen it like when it was wet and straight, that was a lot to cut off. So I did my first chop there, taking a lot of the dead off from the color processing. And then in 2019 I decided to do one big chop again, got about another 6 inches taken off, and at that point I was like, cool, my hair is like 99.9% healthy. I think the ends still had a little bit of dryness and damage from growing out all like the processed hair, but essentially I had like 99% virgin and healthy hair. And that chop was definitely traumatic for me because it was really short, but in a year it's grown out quite a bit. Now, because my hair has always been like naturally wavy and like kind of sort of curly when it wanted to be, I have a lot of frizz, because we know like curly girls have a lot of frizz. And because I knew my hair was wavy, I knew it had potential to curls, I decided to buy 2 DevaCurl products at this time. And the first one was the No Poo, and the second one is the DevaCurl Light Defining Gel, which is just a soft hold, no crunch, define and control hairstyle, or define and control just hair gel, because I was like, you know, I have a little bit of curls. DevaCurl is supposed to be really good. I'm gonna buy DevaCurl because it should be good and it should help a lot with my frizziness. So I bought these products in 2018, but I didn't start using them till 2019 because I still had this kind of like hoarder mentality in regards to like products. If you don't follow my channel, or if you do, I do a lot of project pans because I come from a lot of collecting and a lot of hoarding products, and now I'm just like trying to get through stuff. So then it wasn't until 2019 that I started using the DevaCurl products that I bought in 2018. Now, I didn't use the no poo that much, which is one of the main problems that a lot of people had. It made my hair way too oily. Even if I just use the tiniest amount that you would think would not clean your hair, it would just make it really oily. I even included it in an unfavorites video this last year, like at the end of 2019. I said it left my hair really oily, but I thought it was really helping with like my dry scalp, which I can't say like it really attested it to that, but I did think that DevaCurl was helping in regards to the dry scalp because of like the mintiness, but I didn't use it enough to have like the damage, at least I believe, that a lot of people had. The damage that I got, I believe, is due to the light defining gel, and I don't think a lot of people have really talked about this product specifically. I think a lot of people have talked about like the Archangel and like the foam, and I never tried this product. I'm just saying, like, I believe that some of the damage that happened was due to this, and once this all like came out that a lot of their products were causing like problems across the line for people, I was like, this is the answer to why I had the issues that I had. So 2019 was my last big chop, and to control the frizz, I was using this. I would only put it in this back area of my head because that's where I suffered with frizz, and I still suffer with frizz to this day. But tell me why I still have these very short pieces when the rest of my hair has grown out to this length since I've chopped it, which I chopped to here. Does this make any sense to you? These pieces, which I'm like so much like short hair, are essentially fried. There is like a bunch of new growth right here that's healthy, but all of this is dry and crispy. And let me try to see if I can get all of the pieces for you, essentially of where I was putting this product. So this is essentially all I could find as of now that has broken off. This whole section from like here on out, it's dry, it's fried. Like, it just feels gross, and it's essentially strands like this, which this is like dried and fried also, but hasn't quite broken off to the length of this. Like, I don't know if you're gonna hear those. Like, that sounds crispy and fried. And I have not gotten my hair cut since the big chop, and like, look at where my hair is now. Like, if it's all the way down to here, why do I have this? Because it's fried and it has been breaking off, and this is an area that I mostly used this product right here. And while it's growing out now healthy, I don't want to like trim the rest of this off yet, because then I'll have like this really awkward like short layer, and maybe you've seen it in my other videos where I just have like this little short piece sticking out. That's all like damaged hair. And I have some longer pieces that also got see, like, this is a long piece, but it's essentially a big portion of it is fried. The only reason why it's in a curl right now, or like in a wave, is because it has a lot of product scrunched into it. But I wouldn't be surprised if that started breaking too, because it feels crispy to the touch. And now that I see like all of these claims about what DevaCurl did to their hair, I'm pretty convinced that this was DevaCurl, because when I use heat styling products, which is 2 to 3 times a year, I use so much like heat protectant, I put hair oils, I do so much treatment, and the rest of my hair is still healthy even after that. But I have like this piece that just kept breaking off, and what else could it be? The only product that I ever concentrated on this back area was the light defining gel, which I know it's not as severe as other people, I know, but it's all of their products have had, like, someone's had an issue with it, and I think I'm just adding another product onto the list because this does not make sense to me. People are always like, oh, you should like straighten your hair, or you should like have it like real curly, and I'm like, no, because I thought my hair just got damaged so easily, but it didn't, because the rest of it is healthy. This is all virgin hair. Like, there's no reason why it should be breaking off like that when I don't do anything to it. And even when I do heat styling, I always start at the bottom just to kind of like time myself and like make sure like I'm not over putting too much heat in my hair by the time I get to the top. So my conclusion is that that product caused the breakage, because how is it only the portion where this product went, which is, I only ever did this back portion here, is the most damaged portion of my hair when I don't do anything. I take care of it. Sure, I don't like put a lot of like effort into it being like curly and wavy, and you know what's funny is that I was gonna start the curly girl method. I was gonna take the plunge and buy DevaCurl products, more of them, because they're expensive, and I can never bring myself to like buy so many products, which is why I started out with 2 of them. And I just tried the little bottle of this, and I mean, it just doesn't make sense as to like what could have caused the breakage and the friedness of that portion of my hair. And I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna start the curly girl method. I wanted to embrace whatever my natural hair was, because I wanted to find out what my natural hair pattern is, because I never have. Ever since I was little, we would straighten it, we would just kind of have it in ponytails and have the ponytail because it would just get too poofy. And even as I got as an adult, like, I thought it was too much work, and I'm sorry if you hear the people working, and I can't imagine what it's like for everyone else who has worse side effects, and it hurts me for them. And this is my plea. I know that many people might not be curly girl people that watch me, but if you know someone who's using DevaCurl products and they're not aware of the situation that's going on, I hope this is your like awareness of the issue to tell them to stop using it. I have told all my friends that have curly girl that could be using DevaCurl to stop using it. Even this one product did damage for me, so yeah, like, this will eventually grow out. It's all dead, so I have to wait until it grows out a little more to trim it. But like, I rather have this than a lot of the side effects that people got from using like the no poo, which is in Arizona, and I asked my mom to throw it out. I didn't use enough to see those side effects, but I am going to keep the gel just in case they need it for testing. I just didn't want my mom to accidentally put that shampoo out for guests to use, and that be one of the bottles that causes side effects like it did to others. So I just asked her to throw it out because I know my brother might use it, might be put out for guests, and since I'm not there to like put it aside, I just told her to throw it away. But I am going to keep the gel just in case if they need people to send in products. Like, it's grown out quite a bit, but it used to be even shorter. Like, it used to be up to here, and I had like long hair, and I just had this one little portion of fried little hair, and there's longer pieces that are still kind of manageable that are very, very dry, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if they start breaking soon and I have more little not on purpose layers of hair. But like I said, if you know anyone that is using DevaCurl, or they know someone that might use DevaCurl, please bring this to their attention, because it'd be really tragic if another person has to suffer through certain side effects because they weren't aware of what's going on. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. I know this isn't like my typical video, but I agree with a lot of you guys who said that it's better to get the word out there, even if it's just this little damage of fryness, but you never know. It might help someone stop using the other products completely as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here and go study for my test, because yeah,